Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The play-action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Contreras. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. He might want another play. To the air on first down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. First play of the period, 1st down here. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. Now, that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Akbar. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Akbar. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. The run to the right. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Safe little shovel pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick strike complete. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey.
Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Memphis.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They stripped it out. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down, and they'll give up the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half.
SMU 10, Memphis 3.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where this
throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The explosive play set the table. Now they gotta serve the feast. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Memphis, 3.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. He's at touchdown Mustangs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Memphis picking up the tempo. Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabs it in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Tigers in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Trying play action. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
First and 10.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.